Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here with VentureTube. I'm about to play a clip from a weigh-in from this year's tournament on Lake Livingston back in May. Check this out.
Get on up here, Coach. Good job on very tough race. Sixth place with 30.25 inches, Michael Hansen. Good going, Michael. Consistent. Michael's been doing really good lately. Taking home a Stroll Twist PFD. Now we're getting into the money part of things. Fifth place. 34 inches took fifth place today. Adam Eastlack. Yeah, come on up there. $147.50. Alright, the numbers are going to jump significantly at this point. Fourth place with 53.75 inches. Jacob Miller. Come on up here, Jacob. And great year, $295. Third place, 54.25 inches. Tony Seaman. Good guys, Tony, come on up here. $442.50. Second place, 58 inches, $737.50 going to Andrew Dixon. Come on up here. This man is the only man that had a limit today with 87.25 inches, taking home $1,327.50. Doubling up number one, Matt Mocher. Jacob Livingston. Yeah, great job, man. All right. This guy's got a great nickname, and it shows right now. Big Bass, 22 inches. Tony Sebring. Big Bass Tony taking home $800 for Big Bass today.
That picture at the end was me and my Hobie fishing team partner Matt Mocha, who finished first place and was the only angler of the tournament to catch a limit. As you can see, the limits were small, it was tough fishing, the conditions were gnarly. I'm talking high winds, a lot of rain. Apparently there was a tornado a few miles away from us. We didn't know, all we heard was sirens, and I mean it was pretty gnarly out there. But fortunately I was able to get 5 bites, but out of those 5 bites I only landed 3 of my fish, but they were good enough to place third, and then with a 22-inch kicker that made it worthwhile, and 1 big bass. I don't have any fishing footage from the day. Again, the weather started out terrible and I would have just probably ruined my camera equipment out there, but I do have the pictures of the fish that I'm going to share. And these pictures, it's pretty crazy because a lot of my fish were missing the tails, and it was costing me valuable inches. Not that it would have made a difference. Only difference would have been if I'd have landed the 2 fish I missed, but even so, that wouldn't have been enough to catch up with first place Matt Mocha. He wrecked them. I mean, for those conditions, a limit that's amazing. Good job. Hats off to you for sure. Yeah, let's take a look at these pictures and I'll explain to you what's going on with them. Alright guys, this is one of my first fish. As you can see, the storm has cleared, but that water is still very murky. Nice fish caught on a spinnerbait. You can see it there in the mouth. Looks like it'll go about 17.5. But I'm sure you just noticed that tail. You can kind of see a little bit of red on my hog trough there, like this fish just had something eat its tail, and it was still 17.5 inches. So, you know, with a full tail, I probably could have got at least another 1.5 inches out of the fish. But again, that probably wouldn't have made a difference, but something was eating my fish. Alright, now to the football. The 6-pound, 8-ounce, 22-inch bass. I caught this bass on a topwater frog, a black and blue Booyah Pad Crasher. She just sucked it under no problem right by the kayak. I was fishing shallow and she just came up, just hammered it. There was no doubt that I had that fish hooked good because I had both hooks in the top of her head, way down in her throat. It took me a while to get the frog out of her mouth. As you can see too, with her tail, it's barely hitting that 22-inch mark, but it is a 22-inch fish, and her mouth is I could have opened her mouth up, probably got maybe an extra 1/4 inch, but she's missing a lot of her tail for a fish that big. That probably would have been another 1/2 inch maybe, but either way, it wouldn't have mattered. That fish right there, one big bass. Well, I thought I had all the pictures of my fish, but apparently I can't find the third one. But either way, you got to see the big one, and you got to see what was going on with their tails. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've never had fish come back bleeding like that with their tails cut off, as if something was chasing them while I was reeling them in. I don't know. Maybe it was a gator. There are a lot of gators on Lake Livingston and the Trinity River. Maybe it was gar. Who knows? You guys leave a comment below. Let me know what you think it is. But very interesting fishing trip. Quite an adventure. One heck of a good payday for a 3rd place finish in big bass. Couldn't be more excited. Sorry I'm sharing this footage late with you guys, but I just wanted to keep y'all updated. I'll be heading off to Lake Athens here on the 12th to fish a Classic Championship, so you guys wish me luck for that, and stay tuned for the next video. I will be doing the National Anglers Association lure giveaway, so you guys make sure to check out that video, leave your comments, and keep on hitting that like button, and I will catch you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching.